says it's going live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, Sincerely George, and I hope you made it in here. Yesterday I had my video set to private or unlisted, so a lot of people didn't make it in. I did get lots of messages from people from like Notorious and Lionel who are like, you're not streaming, what's going on? Good morning, Lionel. I have a special part for you today. And I want to say thank you to St. Jude Kid and Nate for being here early. No, I will not marry you. That sounds like work. Anyways, let's get started on today's XRP community update. I'm really happy everybody is here, and this shall be a really special episode because it's winter and I'm in my gear, my winter gear. I hate the cold. So, and I've also been up since it seems 4:20, 4:15 this morning, which was far too early. So very grateful that all of you guys are here. I still have my microphone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in love with my microphone. It makes life funner. And I guess I sound better thanks to Nate. So anyways, I want to get started this morning with this news that came out, dropped at 2 a.m. this morning, my time. And I can see that they are using a tweeter. So they knew about this yesterday and they chose not to tell us. But Ripple announced a new partnership with Finstra FS, and this is their tweet, which is really exciting. I want to go over to another tweet because I think we get a little bit more information over there. I didn't really dig into this because, you know, another partnership. Wow, they just keep coming every day. I'm sort of immune to the good news because there's always good news coming out about their partnerships and things that they're doing. As everybody is probably aware, you know, Brad Garlinghouse was in the New York economics forum yesterday, just laying down some good words. It was really awesome to see him there, and I thought he cut through a lot of the hopium of like, it's gonna happen today, instant rise, when he was talking about, you know, all the groundwork that needs to be done in order for mass adoption to occur. So I thought the presentation was really good. I thought there were good questions that were asked, and if you didn't see it, definitely check it out. Both Aiden Trading and Alex Cobb have the videos up on their page. There were other great people that spoke yesterday at the New York Economic Forum. I think that's the name of it. But anyways, there were additional people that spoke yesterday, and I think that, you know, those videos are also worth watching. I have them bookmarked as something to watch. I think you have to go to Facebook in order to see them. So just an FYI, it appeared that they had other people that were very interested in Ripple there talking and just woo, it's so great, it's so awesome. So good morning, everybody. So let's keep going. I have good stuff to cover. So before I want to just report, we also sent an extra 500 XRP to the XRP Community Fund this morning, you know, to help support that effort. So we are still moving ahead, even though the number of tweets has gone down that are coming out from the Here for XRP account. And that is largely because short on time. There's no other reason, but I don't care. Got things to do. But I want to send a special shout out to Nixer FFM for his work on the XRP Tipbot stats site. He has made an additional update, as you can see here on the screen, which includes the pretty graph. So as he says here, and I quote, "Do you want to see the numbers vSpin provides in a nice chart so you can see them on the XRP Tipbot growth with your own eyes? Just visit XRP Tipbot stats, overall statistics, and scroll down." So, you know, we use this as our method for pulling all of the data from the XRP Tipbot ledger so that we're able to award all of the tickets for everybody. So go out and buy a ticket if you haven't bought one already. So before we get into the meat of what we'll be talking about today, because I am super excited, let's go to the chat because we actually have, I think, somebody in the chat. So let's get started. So I was first here, just an FYI, I put first into the chat first. So I was here first, and I don't want to hear anything from Carl Lewis later saying he was here first. We also have St. Jude's Kid, and then Nate, Lionel, welcome. And the great Patricia C, Albertina Elf, Devon All Productions. Oh my goodness, you are on the screen. How did that happen? Jungle Inc, Silhouette Park Farms. Good morning, Adam. Carl Lewis, hi there. Yes, I was first, Carl. It was me. I was here first. So let's get right into it. So As you guys are aware, or maybe you aren't aware, I have been out stalking developers. Now, I call it stalking because I'm not a very good stalker. I just, hello, 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 hi, hi, hi. Yeah, but yeah, I'm calling it stalking because it just sounds cooler in my opinion, right? You know, they were stalking me, they were chasing me down, right? Sounds like a great story. And I actually got a chance to catch up with Devon All Productions, who is an XRP Ledger developer creating great stuff. I know I'm going to make lots of mistakes because there's no way I am as smart as the team behind Devon All Productions, but I did get a chance to catch up with them and I caught some of what they said and put it together into an awesome article. So this article is now available on Coil. I pulled it together. I actually decided that I hate Brave yesterday because I lost this article once. It was choosing not to save and I was like, oh no, what's going on? So I was fiddling with it and whoosh, the entire article was gone. It really sucked, but this was one of the funnest articles to put together because there's just so much information about XRP, about Devon All Productions out there. And I got a chance to catch up with Mo Morrissey, and I hope I didn't just butcher your name, but Mo is the founder and CEO behind Devon All Productions and just super duper smart. Super duper smart is an understatement completely because the work that Mo has been doing, Mo and the Devon All team has been doing is over the top amazing. So, you know, there's a video here and I recommend everybody go and watch the video because you get a chance to actually meet Mo firsthand. He has great humor. I got a chance to talk to him before we even started the video and he's just a great guy to talk to and very easygoing. So, you know, as we're going through the different things that we're going to be talking about today, if there's anything that you have questions about or if there's an enhancement that you'd like to see the Devon All Productions team make, or you happen to be somebody who is looking for enterprise grade data about what's going on the XRP ledger, definitely reach out to Devon All Productions because they have the skill and the ability and the data that you're probably looking for. Another thing that is really worth celebrating is the fact that they are an XRP validator, an XRP ledger validator. And I say that now because I didn't want to forget. So good morning, RTV. Welcome. So happy you are here as well. So let's get into it. So this is an article. I shared the link, I think. So definitely go check it out. I'm going to, at the very end of this, we're going to craft the tweet together. I already have some tweet stuff over there, but we're going to go blast Twitter and let them know that not only were we talking about this, but also that the article is available and the video is available so other people can get to know them. So, you know, I think this is a great article. It was just really a lot of fun. So Devon All Productions, and I'm going to butcher this, of course, because I can't find my words. So let's go to about us, right? You know, always makes it easier. So started in 2018, Devon All is a software production company based out of New York. Experts in many different fields and technologies, we have developed solutions in the following domains: financial analysis and engineering, audio synthesis, computer gaming and interactions, network and web infrastructure, and content. And then they have an email here because they obviously like spam. I don't get it. Like there's no space between the end of that and Gmail. There's bots that go out and read the internet. You must have a really good anti-spam program turned on. But really awesome stuff that they're creating here. So this interface was just updated, I believe, September 10th. So I can't speak to what it looked like before, and I know it may not be the biggest thing because I'm trying to share it on my screen, but there is so much information out here. One of the things that I figured out when I was out here, you know, trying to figure out, okay, what is Devon All Productions all about? What are they creating? Was that as you go through the site, you start to ask questions that you didn't even realize that you had, and it's because the data is here and you're like, I wonder what the answer is to this. And you start digging in. And I actually spent a good deal of time out here when I was first looking around, prior to the interview. And then again, this morning when I was bringing this up, there's so much information up here. I sent my article to Mo from Devon All. And I was like, here's a draft of what I'm going to be putting together. Then I completely changed it, right? And he gave me feedback on one line. He was like, that's not a good line. And I was like, whatever, I like that line, but fine, I'll take it out because I respect you. But it was just like, if you want data, they've got access to data or something like that. And just so much information out here. And I think it's pretty, right? Like, how do you make data pretty? Go ask Devon All Productions, because they do. And I recommend that you guys come out here. This is a site that my friend Danny Torres will definitely love, because the fact of the matter is that this is another misspelling. When I spelled buildle, right? She's like, it's misspelled. And I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be that way. And XRP one Intel, it's actually XRP Intel, right? Which I think is super cool, is the domain. And, you know, there's just a lot of different information out here. And I want to go to, where did I want to go? Because there's just so much. I got to find it. Is it accounts? So this is a really cool page. One of the things that's interesting here is that because they're running a validator, they have access to all the different data. You're actually able to look at accounts from a variety of different perspectives, you know, like what were the earliest accounts, and you know, which ones are the most recent. If we go in and actually start looking at, I think it's reports, right? You can see the amount of accounts created, and, you know, drive down in by month, by week, by day. And in addition to that, like, there's so much in here. I'm trying to find the piece that I found, because I was like, wow, I didn't realize that. But I recommend that you guys come out here and start looking at this data, because I think it might be under, where am I supposed to be? Right here. I found it, right? But, you know, I didn't, you know, what's the average transaction rate, and what's the average transaction, that, you know, the total amount of fees that are paid. But, you know, one of the things, and I'm going to try and increase this, but, you know, when we go and we look at like fiat links, we see that you see just the large blue stream coming from the United States. But, you know, this is something interesting that I didn't get a chance to really do a deep dive on this, so I won't use that keyword I love to use, you know which one. But I thought this was really interesting, that offers by currency pairs, we've got Chinese yuan by XRP, right, here, and then we've got XRP by Chinese yuan. And these are offers, but that wasn't what I was expecting, right? And then we've got payments by currency, and we've got fixed. So you might have to, you know, there's a lot of information here that is summarized up. So definitely check out this site. And if we go and, you know, use the different widgets here to figure out, you know, to dive into the data. But enough about that. There's more, because it doesn't just stop here. This isn't the end of their coolness, right? So again, here's another page, because I knew I wouldn't find my words, but the XRP Intelligence, XRP Intel is XRP network monitoring and analyzer. The core applications offers scalable mechanisms through which to follow the XRP ledger and track accounts, transactions, payments, offers, marks, network status, and more. And, you know, they offer their API because not only are they offering, you know, what we can view as being more of, you know, a customer-centric view of what's going on the XRP ledger, but also making this information available to developers and to enterprises that want to use this information in their, you know, tracking and flows. And one of the things that really stood out to me about, you know, Devon All Productions is that while they're doing a lot of work with the XRP ledger, the fact that they aren't receiving any funding from Ripple, instead they want to stay neutral in this space and be able to actually analyze what's going on the XRP ledger and not be swayed because of funding. Now that really stands out because they're a startup that was started in 2018, and money is always important for a startup because you need developers, you need hardware, you need, you know, you need to actually pay for a lot of things, but they've found other ways of being funded so that they can actually be a massive contributor to non-biased information in our community. Not that there's anybody out there trying to be biased, but as we start to have more institutions come into the space and want to interact with the XRP ledger, they're going to be looking for a neutral third party who isn't receiving funds from this person or that person to provide their information. So I really do feel that Devon All Productions is well positioned. But let's keep going. Enough about all that. Now, this is another really cool thing. It's slightly geeky. And, Mo was like, oh, yes, I'm not a great designer. I'm probably putting words in his mouth. But, look at this. I think this is so cool, right? Throwback to the Matrix time. So this is another site. It's the Whipple Devon All network. So I want to share this as well because I just keep diving in and I find more and more and more. It's nonstop the amount of stuff that this team is putting out. Like we have the more professional front from XRP Intel and what they're creating there. And then we have fun stuff like this right here. And, you can dive into data here. This is on Whipple, but I think this is the starting point of what they were starting to create when they were like, what can we do with this information? What can we do with this data? And, here you can also see all the different nodes and validators, which is really cool. I'm not sure if this is available on XRP Intel, but as you're scrolling over information, you can actually see where they are. So for a lot of people that are in the space and, just here as a retail investor, understanding where the different nodes are, realizing that the XRP ledger is distributed actually adds a lot of value. And so I'm running out of time because I always just but before I go back to the chat, because I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. This guy was also part of the makerspace. So if you think that you can just provide me a little bit of data and I won't keep going down, no. So if you guys don't know what a makerspace, oh yeah, I have to use the keyboard, right? And I was like, ooh, this is neat too. So Mo was part of this Syracuse Innovators Guild, and I thought there were some good pictures in here. I'm running out of time, so I have to go to the pictures. Where's my pictures? So this is what a makerspace is often like. If you're trying to build something and want to connect with people that are, developing or engineering or using 3D printers or, talking about emerging topics. Like for example, I go to a makerspace here where I live, and there's a crypto group, and maybe I just go for the entertainment because it's about cryptography and more about security, but at least 3 times every meeting, there's somebody walking in trying to find out about Bitcoin, and that's not what it's about. So they often sit down, right? And we'll talk about something, some way of using cryptography. And then after a couple of minutes, they look around and they stand up and they leave. There's not very many people that attend the meeting, but it's still always fun. And we always giggle when they leave because it's like, hee, they came for Bitcoin. But yeah, this is often what makerspaces are like. And they require membership. Oftentimes they require dues because in order to make the hardware and tools that they have available to their members, whether it be woodworking or 3D printers or other gear, soldering gear, they need money for the space. So even if you don't attend a maker space, but you want to support, technologists in your community, you can always make donations to maker spaces in your area. So Mo was, I believe, a board member here at the Syracuse Guild. And they did a lot of great stuff. So go and look at all this stuff. This is all fun stuff. It's fun to build, and once you get it built, you're like, wow, I built that. But money doesn't grow on trees, so sadly this group actually had to close. So I want to wrap up with one thing, because this is the piece of getting to know Mo and from Devon All Productions that really took me over the top and placed them in my mind as one of the super awesome geeks, people that I just adore and appreciate in this community and in the development community as a whole. And it is the work that they've done on auditing the Rippled code base. So this is from the Whippled site. Let me share it with you because, and I think I have it. So let's just dig into this for a second. So here, this is talking about the XRP Ledger, and I believe this is talking more about the JavaScript. Yeah, this is more about the JavaScript, but there's 2 parts to all of this. There's the C++ part, and then there's the JavaScript part. And over here, what they've done is they've dug into the C++ part and really gone through and generated more documentation, more diagrams, made that information available, and it's available here. So, you know, for developers that are really trying to get out here and, you know, start working with the XRP Ledger, they have used their skills, knowledge, and experience to enable developers to go deeper with their implementations by providing more information, deeper knowledge, by, you know, going out and reading all of the code, understanding it, you know, that mind-breaking stuff. So just tons of respect for Devon All Productions, and let me find them out here because I want to make sure that you get a chance to follow them. On their Twitter feed, they often, you know, talk about how many ledgers were closed and what is happening on the XRP ledger. So give them a follow. Kudos to them for all of the work that they're doing. And if you have any questions, or, you know, you have an idea of what they can do with their implementations, Mo is very approachable, easy to talk to. He's a brainiac in my opinion, but, you know, definitely can speak human, which is awesome. He can actually go from like talking, you know me, I don't stay on one topic for too long, and you know, I threw out some meme comments and he took it in stride. It was awesome. Yes. So I just want to go back out here, see who's here, and let's get to talking. So I see Carl Lewis. Yes, Devon All Productions, Mo, it was awesome chatting with you. It was definitely the highlight. You guys have to go watch the video. On my Coil page, there is a video. I lost this article twice. Read it. It's a good article. It was fun to put together, and the interview was even more fun. So Carl Lewis, Patricia C, who else? We have Technical Guru. The Technical Guru is in the house. Definitely ask them questions. Hello to you, the great Pate. Who else? SBO, fantastic to see you here. Jeff from the HODL Review, you've been in Liechtenstein. I love the videos that you've been putting out about that. Can't wait to go myself. Who else do we have here? Great, Pate, you're retracting messages now. That's fantastic. You are giving me nothing to read. Nodes and validators have been ported to XRP Intel, yet haven't been ported to XRP Intel yet, but it's on the roadmap. So I think what Devon All Productions is talking about there is really what we have over here. This information hasn't been ported to the totally prettified information that is on the XRP Intel website, but it's all data that's out there. They haven't taken it down, so we really appreciate it. Carl says, watched it, but hurts Ben's channel, Jeff. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Calvin Knight, welcome. Calvin, somebody was asking me to marry them earlier. Can you go and talk to them? Because it sounded like you. They were using your voice. And yeah, totally true. Good morning, David. Good to have you here. It is definitely geek porn. This is all, you got it right there. Beauty Bear Cutie, Devon All Productions, hello. Yes, everybody definitely go and make this guy blush. He deserves to blush. The Crypto Camper, good morning. Awesome to have you here. And I hope your travels are going well, the Crypto Camper. You left home, you're now on the road, who knows where, you know, bombarding America with information about XRP. From what I understand, you have stickers all over your car, XRP stickers all over your car. That is fantastic. So what questions do you guys have for XRP or Devon All Productions? Ask them their questions, and you guys have to help me with my tweet as well. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat. I promise I'll keep an eye on the chat now, because I've been off in my own la la land. Let them ask for your hand in marriage. I am confident that I have your heart. Oh, thank you, Calvin. You do. It's the mullet, man. It's the mullet. Jorge, pleasure to have you here. I hope you've heard. If you have not heard what I've been talking about today, Jorge, you need to rewind and watch it, because it was a great video. I actually did good. I did not have the video on private this morning. I was here yesterday, and nobody was here. I thought everybody was out hanging out with Brad, but I talked to myself and my friends, you know, Notorious and Leonel were like, where are you? I had people texting me like, are you streaming today? We're sitting here, but the video was private, and nobody goes to Twitter and gets the video link supposedly. So nobody showed up. So I spoke to myself. It was fun. And it was a short video because I had a ton of stuff to work on yesterday. So David D says, the crypto camper, I've been traveling as well. We'll be heading back to the UK and Greece later this week. Wow, I didn't realize you were over there. I thought you were here in America with us. But I hope you travel safe, and that's what the crypto camper says as well. Beauty Bear Cutie, Jeff Hodl Review, hello. Sorry, don't be sorry, Jorge. So, Lionel, I told you there was a part of this that was for you. And last week, you chose to come on my stream and ask me for laundry advice. How do you get yellow stains out of shirts? And it seems like Mo has your answer. So in the information that was shared with me by Mo, I went and, looked at all the different things. And on this site, there was an article, how to remove and prevent yellow armpit stains. And this article gives you everything that you need to do your laundry. I am not a laundromat, and I do laundry, but I only do my own generally. And how is it? Don't even try. And I had mentioned vinegar, right? Well, they're saying ammonia. I say vinegar. But yep, here are the instructions. OxyClean is another awesome option. But yes, so for anybody that is wondering, here's an article, and it is from the Man site. I don't even know. Look at this guy. Let's see what this is. Art of Manliness. Art of Manliness. And the interesting thing is that Mo actually sent me to this site for the quote that I used. He had this great quote. Let's see. Art of Manliness. Rose. Yeah. Quote Theodore. Let's see. The Art of Manliness. Yeah. If only I had actually kept it handy, right? You know me and my inability to keep things handy. So we'll just leave it there. So hello, Lionel. And you aren't talking to me. Never mind. David D. So Lionel, there she goes, bringing up your dirty laundry again. Like my solution, throw it out. It's a t-shirt. Yep, I totally agree. So what do you guys think about what Brad was talking about? I'm wondering who got an opportunity to watch Brad's talk yesterday at the New York Economics Forum. And also, has anybody watched the Pomp interview? I was in discussions with some people yesterday, and they said, wow, good information shared. I think I saw a tweet saying that they're no longer doing OTC, but that secondhand, it's alleged, it's secondhand. So I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. And if you have questions for Devon All Productions, I know some of the information probably went a little bit over your head. It took me a little while to really dig into some of this stuff, because there's just so much. But like I was saying earlier, there are questions, that you don't even know that you have until you start looking at the data, and then you're like, I wonder if, and then you start, applying some constraints to your queries, and you come up with answers. So here we go, right? So Chinese yuan on Ripple Fox, and they're buying XRP. This is one thing that causes me to go, interesting. So what else, you guys? I was watching it before I was interrupted by this stream. Oh, interrupted by the stream that didn't happen, Carl. It didn't happen. I was on private. Nobody was there. I was looking at the chat and I was like, haha, everybody's over watching Brad. And I ended it early, right? Because it was me. I got through everything. I didn't realize that I had such a difficult time talking to myself. And then I went and checked my phone, because I'm not here on my phone. So I went and checked my phone, and it was like, oh, where are you? Why aren't you up? Are you going live today? And it's like, oh, I did it again. But I actually streamed. I had to go and check and make sure that I actually put the video up. So Lionel says the Pomp interview was a waste of time. That's really frustrating, but it's out today. The Man in the Arena. Okay, I am going to paste this. That is it. The Man in the Arena. I'm so excited. This is such a great quote, actually, you guys. I really did love it. The Art of Manliness. And I found some great versions of it, but a lot of times they didn't pace very well. The Art of Manliness. Yes, this is it. They want to sell me a poster. I don't want to buy your poster, dude. Whatever, humbug. Article right here. Yes, this is it. And so I'm gonna try reading it. I tried reading it yesterday during, or when I was talking to Mo during the interview, and I totally jacked it up. I was like, I am not gonna look like a fool, but in front of you guys, I am willing to look like a fool. And David says, Lionel, Calvin, and I were watching the AC stream, but we're checking to see if you were going to go live. Promise. I appreciate you guys. You know, I really enjoy being here with you guys in the morning. And the crypto camper is singing, I'm faster, I'm more secure than you'll ever be, I'm faster. Yes, so I couldn't do a double doozy, but I have a video. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I do want to share it with you guys because you guys are that awesome. And yeah, 10 signs that I don't know if I can do it there. I'm gonna have to go to Brave. I hate that. I'm not a Brave convert anymore. Honestly, it made me, you know, this is not the first time that it made me really mad because it's been doing other funky things on me, but I need to show you guys this video, so I'm willing to go to Brave right now and find it because I think you guys will get a kick out of it. It's the only reason I would actually type and talk at the same time. So let me go to my channel. I don't think it's up yet though. I think I have it hidden so you can't see it because I'm gonna launch it. Where is it? Oh goodness, sorry guys, but it's worth it. I believe me. You're waiting for something good. You're gonna get a kick out of this. I do like my new microphone. Thank you, Nate, for helping me get it set up. Where would I be without you guys? All right, I found it. All right, and do I have the sound coming through? Okay, let me escape that. You guys are gonna love this. This is a preview. This is like this is premiering here, just an FYI. And I don't know where my sound is, but you're gonna love this. And some people have already seen this, so I just have to get the sound going so that you can actually hear it. And I want to do it through 10 signs that I have far too much fun. All right, so let me open this over here.
I'm faster, I'm more secure than you'll ever be. I'm faster, I'm cheap and my name is XRP.
I don't know who this is, by the way. This fool in a poodle's hat. I hope you guys can hear it.
To the moon. Yeah, I get everybody by surprise with my money. Everybody by surprise. XRP, everybody by surprise. See me coming, everybody gotta just wait and see.
I turned it down. It's still loud in my ears though, which really sucks. But yeah, somebody chose to put on a poodle's hat or head and dance around to the XRP theme song. And I don't know who that is, but if you guys can let me know, they're definitely a nutbag. So this video will be launching later on. I can't even stop it. This video will be launching later on today because we're going to be doing, yes, that's the song. I'm faster, I'm more secure than you'll ever be. All right, I had important things to talk about, so let me end with this. This is the quote. I love this quote. This quote actually gave me tingles. So this show has gone to the dogs for sure. So this is a Theodore Roosevelt quote, and this is when I asked, you know, what's the quote that pushes you on when things get hard? This is the quote that Mo shared with me. And it says, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doers of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, and who at the best knows in the end the triumph of the highest achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that his place never be okay, let's go back to a good point here. Who spends himself on a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end that triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat. It's hard work takes a lot of work, and there are so many times when you're like, why won't this work? So I'm sending that to Pomp. I don't know what you're sending, but if you guys have not watched the video, which I know you haven't because it's actually still marked as not visible, even though I posted it yesterday, definitely go and watch this video. It was great to get to know Morrissey from Devon All Productions, and you guys are just not asking any good questions. You're not, maybe my mind is already overly stimulated. What I have a great clickbait title, but I don't want to lose my wrench again. Yeah, don't lose your wrench there. So guys, hey, digital nomad investor, great to have you here. So everybody, as you can tell, I'm totally enthusiastic about what's going on in the XRP community and what our developers are doing. Definitely give Devon All Productions a follow. And if you guys have ideas and suggestions on what we could be doing to make the information that is generated by the XRP Ledger more, easier to consume, easier to use, or you have questions, definitely, ping them in a tweet, and if time allows, they will get back to you. They also have their internet online if you want to go and write an extended message to them. Mo is extremely smart. He worked at Red Hat. He just comes with like tons of experience, knowledge, and spends his spare time doing fun things like hanging out in maker spaces. So very, very smart, can probably understand whatever you throw at him. And if you're a super geek like he is, definitely reach out, because I'm sure he would love to talk to you about anything related to XRP and what's going on in the digital asset space. So with that, I think I'm done, guys. I'm so happy I made it. Is that a darker shade of lipstick today? I guess it is. I had to match it up with my new this is the first winter outfit of the year. I can't find my boots. I'm actually going to be wearing slippers to work, the booty kind, because it's winter. I've decided it's now officially winter, but I have to unpack all of my winter clothes and pull out the boots and pull out the other things, but I've decided it's time. So yeah, I don't really feel like getting dressed up today, so I'm going with the ultra cool hip chick look. Yeah. Let's see how far the boots go, because I probably have to wear shoes to get there and wear my booties because I don't want to ruin them. All right, guys, that's it. I am out of here. I am going to mad dash it. I've already got everything packed. I've already drank a pot of coffee this morning. And I got my code working yesterday. Yay, 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 yay. Yes, end of sprint. I was so frustrated, but so happy now. So I get to go in, cheer, yay, happy, happy, joy, joy. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, RTV. It was one of my favorite streams to create. Really love to put attention on the great works that are going on in the XRP community, and there is more great work going on in the XRP community. So I hope you take the time to go and check out Devon All Productions and check out the work that they're doing. Offer any feedback or suggestions that you have. Definitely watch the video and comment. Ask any questions there. We have the 411 on them, so you can dial it right in. And everybody is awesome in this community. I forgot to say that. That was one of the great things that Mo actually said. Actually, let's go to the article for a quick second. I will leave very shortly. I promise. But where is it? Because I was not expecting this. Yes. What do you personally enjoy the most about working with the XRP Ledger? And this was awesome. Amazing community, awesome technology, lots of market opportunity. What's not to like, right? Like that. What an answer. Oh, you like us. You like our trolls. That is super interesting, because there are some horrible trolls out there that get on my nerves. Lionel, I'm talking to you. Lionel, some Bitcoin maxis are looking for you. What is the other one I'm looking for? Where is it? The NL or Bitcoin. I'm not even going to start with the jokes because I can't even get my brain working that way. So if you guys are wondering what the reference to Devon All is, and I wrote it out here for the non-technical people. On computers, the null device is the device file that discards all data written to it, but reports that the right operation succeeded. So there's a little short video here of a woman explaining and showing a demonstration on how to use it. And where is it? The last thing I want to find, because it was awesome. I was actually shocked when I read it. So what do you believe is the biggest technical challenge to mass adoption of XRP DLT blockchain adoption? There is nothing. The XRP Ledger technology scales beautifully. The challenges we face are institutional and regulatory. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. When super smart people say that, that makes me really happy. So go out here, read this article, and if you have any questions, I see that it's not formatted the way that I like, then let us know. And with that, I am out of here. Bye, Crypto Mike. Good for you to show up. It's nice to have you here. Looking for me, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for showing up this morning. You guys make my mornings better. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm going to push the button slower because people keep saying it ends too fast. It's ending now. Bye.